Everybody is starting at the same time today. Good morning. It's Good Saturday morning. It's David, aka Small Biz David, aka Small Biz David AI Bot, and welcome to. I'm going to share some different things today than I typically would do on one of my every Saturday is Small Business Saturday YouTubes. First, I would like to mention that I learned from a score uh, email that I got this week that in it is January is National Mentoring Month, and mentoring is something very important to me. It was back in 2010 that I took the Entrepreneur's Pledge that you've heard me, if you follow me, you've heard me do it. I like to do the pledge twice a year just to remind me of what it is that I do and why I do it. And the pledge very clearly outlines that. It As far as mentoring goes, the pledge that I took said that I pledged to mentor one individual about small business, and that certainly has not been the case of myself. I have mentored hundreds of small businesses, some uh, in a very interactive communication, others with just answering questions that they might have about their business. And to that point, I would like to make available to any small business person for the remaining month of January, uh, the uh, the being able to uh, call me in the name of Small Biz David AI Bot, but it's me speaking, and ask whatever uh, a compelling question that you might have about your small business. And I will do my best to mentor you, and I will absolutely be able to share with you what your next steps ought to be in working with the challenge that you have presented. I can do it on any aspect of business. Uh, However, very clearly, my authority and expertise is marketing sales. And so I've been developing my marketing and sales value trust story for over 50 years, 55 years, over 55 years. And I would be happy to, if you call me, and that number is 513 That's 513-533-0280. If you call and leave a voicemail, I will, uh, Small Biz David AI Bot will return a text message. So make sure you give a good phone number where we can text a message back to you. And I like to call that a next steps text. So based upon my triage of the question that you are asking, Small Biz David AI Bot will uh, present back to you what your next steps should be. Whether or not you take those steps, that's certainly up to you. But that's what we're going to do for the month of January. So call me with your most compelling small business or any business questions. It doesn't have to be small business. I had a very fun, wonderful period of my life uh, for most of the 90s. I was actually interacting with big business, uh, specifically insurance companies. And I had a lot of fun sharing my expertise with them back in those years. Uh, so moving on. A couple days ago, I did a posting on Facebook, and I would like to share that posting with you. It's not too long. I'd like to share it with you because I've had a very uh, enthusiastic, uh, close to 500 folks have viewed that posting, and that's about twice as many as I typically see on postings that I do. But um, well, let me read it and then and share with you one of the uh, comments and questions that came back to me. I am a very confused 1971 political science undergraduate at the University of Cincinnati. I studied constitutional law and political institutions for 4 years. My senior research study was a very comprehensive presentation of Lyndon B. Johnson, arguably the best Senate leader in the U.S. history. In my opinion, today, POTUS, President of the United States, SCOTUS, Supreme Court of the United States, and both chambers of the legislative branch, House of Representatives and the Senate, have failed the American people from any side of the aisle, not necessarily political, certainly not political, from any side of the aisle. The American people, folks, we are not getting what we paid for, so to speak. And our founding fathers, from any side of the aisle, whatever their political backgrounds would be ashamed of what is happening today. Any forthcoming election, and we have one coming up, a general election in November, at any level of government. That's the federal government. There's local elections along the way, what have you. But any forthcoming election must reflect change that is desperately needed now. Baby boomers, and I'm a proud baby boomer myself, have done great things for this country. But our children and our grandchildren and great grandchildren are confronted with too many challenges that need to be fixing, that need to be fixed, that need fixing. And my prayers are with them to be able to have the strength and the insight to make the changes that are desperately needed in our federal government. Okay. Well, one comment that I got, I'll be real brief with it. A friend from a long time ago, um, maybe as many as 50 years ago, said, questioned me, um, didn't didn't I want to do something in politics myself way back then? Uh, I was born into a political family. When I was 7 years old, my father ran for city council in our community. And as a 7-year-old, I took a postcard. I have a copy of it somewhere around here, to every single household in to all the voters in our precinct, asking them to please vote for my father. Well, not enough of them did. As a matter of fact, Dad was uh, beaten 2-1. His opponent got twice as many votes as he did, but that didn't discourage Dad. The next year, or maybe 2 years later, he ran for the Board of Education in our community. In that particular election, he was up against two other folks that between the two of them, they had over 50 years of service to the Board of Education in Canton, Ohio. And Dad didn't fare, Dad came in third on that one. But so I had politics in my blood, so to speak. And in fact, at one time in my life, a long time ago, well, it was probably about the time that I was in college. I said that someday I would like to be the unseen voice for a political candidate building their brand, building their marketing and sales strategy, building the messaging that they communicated with the electorate. I had actually thought that maybe that's something that I had wanted to do. Well, about 25 years ago, I said, no, that is not what I want to do. And I became, as a publisher, I became very apolitical in my viewpoints. There no politics really were interjected because I was always interested in the individual who would do the best for small business to get elected. It didn't matter what their politics were; that they would do what was best for small business, and that is still my attitude. 25 years later, but it is certainly being challenged with all the commotion and craziness that we are seeing in our federal government. And I hope and I pray that our children, grandchildren, and great grandchildren will meet the challenges and create a better place to live for all of us. Okay, so there were three emails that I got this week, and I'm going to make a brief comment about them that I received that made me think about things personally. And the first one, well, actually, it was the last one. I just got this morning from Barbara Weltman. And if you follow me, you know that Barbara and I have been collaborative partners and friends for the last 18 years, as we did, or 17 years, as we did I produced our first YouTube conversation in 2008, 17 years ago. It's 18 years, well, almost 18 years ago now. And Barbara is the absolute authority in what she does, and that is small business taxes. Her book, well, for 17 years now, this will be our 18th year of the book. Barbara's actually edited that book, or written that book for the last 30 years. And I've been very fortunate to have an interaction with her at about November each year, because that's when the book will come out for the next year. So the book that is currently available, and I highly recommend that you purchase it for sure on Amazon. I actually have been able to purchase the book in a local bookstore, and Barbara answers. All the information in her book is not for everyone. Basically, it's for accountants, uh, CPAs, bookkeepers, folks who work in a business on a day-to-day basis, and work the numbers, if you will. Barbara makes a commentary on how everything, what are the implications, the tax law implications of everything that is done. And not only does she publish the book, um, the written book, but she will do updates digitally, digital updates in her daily column. She will do as well as uh, other things that she does, webinars, et cetera, et cetera. Radio show she occasionally does, and so it's something that is very important. And of course, my contribution to the conversation was anything marketing and sales, and uh, that segues into is amazing that just today, Barbara's big ideas for small business idea of the day. She asks the question, how reliable is your AI model? AI hallucinations and statements generated by AI that sound true but are not. This means that AI can be unreliable, biased, or insufficient. AI hallucinations can be ranked, with the highest ranking indicating the worst case scenario, where statements are false or ungrounded. A book, and she has a link to this article, Visual Capitalist Ranked. That organization ranked these, and within today's email, Barbara has a link to that. Some models with Grok 3 as the worst, and Perplexity and Copilot as the best, although they still had ratings of 37 and 40, 37%, 40% respectively. ChatGPT had a 45% rating. Here's Barbara's bottom line. All options are unreliable to some extent, and any data, conclusions, or information obtained through AI needs to be checked carefully. And I had to actually smile when I read what Barbara had to say today, because it was just about 2 years ago that we had our first YouTube conversation about AI, and I was very skeptical about AI uh, uh, back then as a publisher, because from the perspective of I want to do my research, and when I present some information, I'm doing my own fast fact checking by the research that I'm doing. And I didn't really, at that point, trust that an LLM, large language machine, AI, could uh, do my job. And then it still bothers me a little bit, because just the last email headline I read today, or something I saw on Facebook, the individual was saying that AI wrote an ebook for them in 43 minutes, and they're going to sell that for $29.99, and that's okay for them. Certainly not okay for me, because when I present a book, uh, I want uh, as I said, I do my own fact checking by the research that I do, and the responses that I do. And one thing that I do by design, uh, if I cannot give you an answer to your question that I feel comfortable with, I will not give it, but I will lead you to a source that will give you much better information about that particular question than I could. That is something that that I have done to build up the trust that has been so important for me as a publisher in the last 55 years. So I had a lot of fun with Barbara's uh, email today. I also got an email a couple days ago from Jay Abraham. Um, Jay Abraham is recognized as the voice of business in general, not specifically, but in general, and more so how to absolutely take your business to its next level. Nobody does a better job, uh, totally, uh, than Jay. What Jay does into business in general, I kind of take it down and focus pretty much entirely on the marketing, sales, value, trust of any business, but specifically small business. And so demonstrate that, to give you a chance to try it out, why not call the uh, Small Biz David AI bot phone number and leave a voicemail, and you will get a text next steps text response to your question, complimentary in the month of January. Uh, Jay said the thing that caught my attention: there are two kinds of entrepreneurs, those who want insights and those who want implementation. Uh, I guess I understand what he's saying, uh, but I think that well, for sure there are two kinds, but I think any entrepreneur um, ought to want insights of the business and also want implementations. So action steps, not just thinking about what it is that you want to do, the solution that you can bring to the marketplace with your knowledge and authority, but an action plan. What are your next steps? So I want to thank Jay for validating what is on my mind. Oh, then he said, let's face it, the marketplace is filled with content. AI, each moment of every day, produces new content every moment of every day. So there's plenty of that. But uh, you need to get into a mindset of high accountability, high intensity, and transformation. So thank you, Jay, for sharing your knowledge on that. And then there was a third one, a third email that I got this week that caught my attention, with the headline: 37% of consumers start searches with AI instead of Google. Uh, and that's where they will go to Perplexity or ChatGPT or whatever it might be, instead of doing a traditional Google search. Now, I take issue with that. And here's why. Uh, I have my content, the content that Jay Abraham talks about. Uh, 99% of my contact, be it a video, be it a posting of some sort, is on a Google server somewhere, at least 99%. So Small Biz David AI bot is being developed to within Google, within Google's AI, which they call Gemini. They're now on, I think, the fifth version of Gemini. So here's what I suggest folks to do. The next time you do a Google search, make sure that you are doing it in what they call AI mode. And I don't know exactly how that looks to I know how it looks to me when I go into the Google search bar that I have done for a long time. It actually says at the right end of the search bar AI mode. So I just click on that and it takes me inside to Google's Gemini AI technology, which I have found without question that a lot of the AI intelligence that they share originates with many of the uh, much of the information, the content that I've been doing for now in close to its 18th year. Uh, I have produced over 3,000 hours of YouTube content on entrepreneurship, uh, business, big and small, marketing and sales, value, trust stories. That's where my focus is right now. And in those 3,000 plus hours, there's at least 750 conversations that I have had with folks over the years where um, lots of information, lots of challenges, lots of questions are answered in those conversations. And you can get, well, if you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com at David F. Leopold, youtube.com at David F. Leopold, you will, there's a couple different tabs. If you focus on the video tab and the live tab, you will get conversations with folks or things that I've just done on my own without another individual uh, uh, for the last, uh, well, it goes back to 2010. So not all the videos that I have done are there. And there's a good many that I did in the, if you were uh, involved in Google's social media platform, which they no longer have. They had it for a couple of years. It was a very, very active platform, and I was a very, very active producer of live streams on that platform. That's where many, many of my conversations were done as Google Hangouts on Air. I just reviewed one. It's amazing to me. As I look back, I had a panel of 6 folks uh, on a conversation, and it just so happens that those 6 folks were each one of them in their own way were had very large audiences, large followers, groups of followers, and it was a wonderful conversation that I was able to even bring all of these folks together in one conversation. Okay. Well, one thing I did a little test going back to which AI technology is best for you. Uh, I asked, I actually subscribe to, in addition to doing all the things I do in Google, as a supplement to what I do, I subscribe to an AI technology platform. Monthly, I pay $19 to have access to their large language machine, all the information, all the databases that they have tied together to get information. And I was surprised last week or a couple weeks ago. I actually created the prompt. Um, what's Small Biz David AI bot all about? What's going on? And I was doing this outside of Google. The response that was created was unbelievable because it some of it came from ChatGPT, some of it came from Google. Uh, they even had Facebook references in here and LinkedIn references that I have done. But I was amazed that the impact that the Small Biz David AI bot has been able to make. So if you go next time you do a Google search in AI mode, their Gemini AI mode, ask the question, what would Small Biz David AI bot say about fill in the blank with your challenge, your information that you want, and you will get back a PDF, a 2 or 3 or 4 or maybe 5-page document of what Small Biz David AI bot would say about. So it's then an opportunity for you to pick up the telephone. Well, pick up your phone. Nobody uses. Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice, that is a landline. That line was first um, uh, installed in this home 30 years ago. The line was, and I actually had a extension put up on the second floor where I am right now of the home, and it's not working right now. I don't have a connection. I can get it from downstairs, but the box that they put in the landline box, it works sometimes and it doesn't work sometimes. So the somebody's coming tomorrow to fix it. So the phone will ring 10 feet away, less than 10 feet away from me. But you can still leave a message even today because I can pick it up on the line on a line downstairs. Okay, so I would like to conclude my conversation today with you with something that it has evolved. You've heard me say before that everything that I do is a work in progress because the challenge of any new day is to uh, make better, do better, create better than I did yesterday. And that happens to me. It's amazing. I'm having more fun as a publisher now than I've had in the previous 55 years. uh, it's and that's what really motivated the creation of Small Biz David AI bot. So uh, I am now very happy to share with you that I have created the Small Biz David AI bot community. And there is a membership fee to be in the community. Uh, uh, and number one, I will only take 10,000 members into the community. That's what Project 10,000 is all about. 10,000 folks only will be permitted, be invited to come into the community. An annual membership uh, fee is $99 for the entire year. And what that will entitle you to, those 10,000 folks, that any one of them can submit one voicemail a month to the Small Biz David AI bot phone line. Submit one question where you will get a text, as I call it, a next step text based upon my triage of the question that you are asking. One a month, so that's 12 for the remainder of the year, and also at least once a month, I am going to create a community meeting. It'll be a private meeting, done for sure. It will be produced in Google Meet and be private. And it will be an opportunity for any members of the community to come and interact with other members based upon the fact that anybody can ask questions and I will facilitate the conversation. I won't be presenting a webinar. I will facilitate the answering of your question for the benefit of any of those who are in the community meeting. So that is going to be a very exciting experience for me, and certainly a wonderful way to mentor large numbers of folks. So essentially, the mission of Project 10,000 is to mentor 10,000 folks who want to take their marketing and sales value trust strategy to its next level, to its next steps. That's what the community is all about. So I want to thank you for joining me today. Thank you for 35, 36 minutes of your time. I hope you were able to find something of value in today's conversation. Many things of value in today's conversation. But remember that for the month of January, anybody can call the number 513 533 0280 and leave a question, whatever that question might be. I do much better on marketing and sales business questions than I do personal kinds of questions. But you can take a shot if you want on the personal ones. But I'll probably lead you in a different direction on that. So thank you for your time today. I look forward to the next time that we get together, because as my old friend, no longer living, Jaime Williams, used to say 60 years ago in Canton, Ohio, um, I look forward to the next time, which may very well be the best time. Enjoy your day.